there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. We are going over the top posts for the last week again, and I already see some good ones here. The first one, which I'm glad is the first one because it deserves it, is another one of these kind of fan creation things, which is absolutely amazing. So big electric arc furnace concept, it's a work in progress, and this thing is freaking awesome. Like, oh my goodness. I'm not sure if this was like, I need to read the comments because I could just watch this like 10 times in a row. This is so freaking cool. I would love something like this in the game. But based on what they say, I think it seems like that this may actually be for a potential mod or something. And it goes down. Oh my god, man, this is it's so cool. All right, let's see. What is it for? I had this idea while I was watching a video about real electric arc furnaces, so I created this within a day, and while I was creating this thing, I thought about how it would work in Factorio. Wow, okay, this is a ton of information. Liquefied milk comes out of the furnace and then needs to be piped to an assembler, maybe a specialized one, maybe there's also a step between before everything gets turned into plates. Okay, so kind of like how something in Bob's mods would work, but maybe not, or Angel's, but maybe not quite as complicated. Oh. Wow, okay, well this is definitely worth checking out, guys. It's a little too much for me to read on video here, but yeah, this angel's melting, exactly. But this is so cool. I love seeing stuff like this. And also, I know someone mentioned that I can have posts automatically sort, or comments automatically sort by best, or whatever I want. I'm a Reddit noob in that regard. I guess it's maybe under preferences. I'll have to look at that. I need to do that for next time. Keep forgetting. All is calm until you find out that 12 structures are destroyed and half the mining posts are not visible by radar. Oh dear. A processing factory with numerous heavily fortified mining outposts, some spitter attacking a power pole. Don't you love this, man? This used to drive Zedith absolutely nuts. One of the guys we play with, because they would always kill his power poles. Steam-filled wagons and outposts supply backup power. Hey, that's really cool. Having like backup power per outpost, that's really smart. Let's take a moment to remember all of our fallen friends. Losses. 92. Poor little construction bots. F8. Oh my god, I love it. That's mine. I wonder what the most is. 1.4k, are you kidding me? Is this guy just like throwing these into combat or something? Like they're combat drones? Factorio, Friday Facts, of course. I did it. I finished a game. Finished at game time too. Wow. That is impressive. That's like, I mean, that's wow. That's actually like, isn't speedrun like 3 hours, dude? Isn't a speedrun. I mostly copied Angelique's world record speedrun, but did it over many days and allowed myself to load from saves. Okay. That's still impressive. Like, even if you're not doing it in one sitting, that's still really impressive. I don't even think, even if I did it the same way, even if I loaded, like, did saves and reloaded and stuff like that, I don't think I could complete the game in 3 hours. I mean, that's still really impressive. Can't stop thinking of Factorio, so I scratch plans when I can. Hey man, graph paper, that's the way to do it. I like it. It's fancy. It's actually one of the better sketches I've seen. Definitely a lot better than Hopewell's napkin sketches. I've been doing this for so long, and once I've done, all I can think is I've completely lost it, and good God, do I love math. If you do not love math before Factorio, you sure as hell will do afterwards. Or you'll hate it even more, but see, Factorio, I think, makes math fun. I honestly do think that it could be something that some schools use for like alternative ways for people to learn math and like critical thinking and stuff like that. I know some schools, some programs are using it, I think mostly in Europe. I've read like the devs say that before. After looking for a while, finally about the game, here's my factory after 1.5 hours. Hey, that's a pretty nice looking factory, man. That's equally or more so organized than some of my beginner factories now, than some of my starter factories. Do Factorio players call this, and is there a smaller design? I mean, what do we call this? I don't know anyone's specific name for it, but this is how people usually do it. Really? Seems a little more complicated than I usually. Well, I guess it's kind of how I do it. Not that much more compact, so yours works as well. His version will favor one input lane over the other. Green chips will take the first from the left lane on both sides. Oh yeah, like this. Yeah, that is a problem with doing this, as you can see. Like that. Spiral base. Oh my goodness. Wow. Why? All of you people are insane. That is craziness. And they got like rail tracks through here too. That's actually really interesting. That would be a really interesting way to play. I think I would go nuts. I needed a stacker 2K lamps later. Holy shit. That's a lot of lamps, man. Got tired of saying one of the stackers, so I added some lights and stuff. View it in action. Oh, that's actually really cool. I love it. I didn't realize from the picture they actually change colors when it goes through. This is actually super cool. I'd imagine it has a little bit of an effect on UPS because that is a ton of lights. But that's actually really, really neat. Really adds some like character and just nice colors to your factory and stuff. Foresight nuclear power to run the lights around your train tracks. If you don't have a nuclear reactor dedicated just to powering the lights, then you are doing it wrong. I may like using lights. I like never use that many. I guess just because I get night vision or something as soon as I can, and then I just don't really need it. 108,070 items a minute, 1-to-1 train loader. Wow. I'm actually a little confused. Like, why would they not just have inserters all in the front and then just feed the belts in? Maybe they're gaining something by having it go from splitters or something? Interesting. Heavy Gustav leaves the shed. Oh dear lord. Oh no. Oh, this is 258 engines pulling 1,260 artillery wagons. Ah. Oh my god, dude. Look at this lag. Look at this lag, dude. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let's see Video Game Geek try to manually drive this. I want to manually drive this. Holy crap! Can you imagine if you got this up to full speed, man? You would just plow through literally anything on the track. You could put like 100 train on the track going the same, like going towards it on the same track, and it would just evaporate when this thing hits it. This is actually ridiculous. Look at these. The thing takes up the entire track. Okay, that's just insane. That's just absolutely insane. If it does not already have your save, they might like it for optimization purposes. That is a very good point. Gustav didn't leave the station. Also, that's got to shut the factory down while the tail is blocking out the trains, but it's certainly awesome. So I changed the requester chest settings. Whoops. Yep, that'll do it. Moving over to Big Bertha, it's Heavy Gustav. Oh yeah, dude. That's just ridiculous. At least 70% of your copper should be sent to green circuit production. Indeed. They split off half or less of their copper to green circuits. This seems reasonable as half the copper is a lot of copper, and you do need a lot of green circuits. The problem with this approach is that it still massively underestimates just how hungry green circuits are. Yeah, I think a lot of people underestimate. Of course, well, yeah, because you have to consider like blue circuits and stuff takes so many green circuits. This playthrough has been interesting. Wow. That is a death world, man. I didn't even think you could get biters to spawn this densely in the current map gen. Then I placed 10 artillery cannons around my base, hooked up the logistics network, then I made sure I had 1,000 plus ultra fast logistic robots. I then proceeded to hook up all the shell storage. The cannons started shooting and did not stop for 20 minutes. Wow. That's nuts. Please tell me I'm not the only one who makes a tiny startup base that goes straight to OCD bus base. Definitely not the only one. I think a lot of people do that. When you connect your input belts to your output belts, oh dear. We've all done this, and it's one of the most crushing feelings ever to realize you've done this. No belt me equipment causes this for me on a daily basis. Dude, that's nuts. So I'm at Factorio looking for alpha testers and graphic artists. So this is a mod idea, I believe. I read this a little bit. Presented with a crazy notion. A Stone Age Factorio mod. The idea being that you start out with nothing and you have a good 15 minutes of work ahead of you on a good day before you can actually mine iron and make burner miners. Long and hard have I labored since then. I have produced an alpha version. It's riddled with placeholder graphics, but the gameplay should work as intended. So you guys can come. You guys can check this out if you want. I feel like this just... I applaud the effort to do this, and I guess it looks like a lot of people are excited. I think it's a special type of person who enjoys playing like that, because personally, I would not. Like, I hate early game. I would... It's Arrow again. Self-destruct mechanisms in Factorio.
It would be a shame if the enemy players got past your defenses and used those materials for their own gain. Luckily, movies and for it. Of course, having all those reactors ready to explode.
Oh my god, I love it.
First reach 1000 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so I'm not going to watch the whole how-to. You guys can check that out, but that's awesome. Just like a self-destructing base. Epitome of inefficiency. First, pros, please be kind. Time ago. Oh dear. Huh. Oh dear. Yeah, main busing is super awesome. Oh wow. That's like some spaghetti main bus right there. It's like a nice mixture of a main bus and then just utter spaghetti within it. That's actually pretty... I really love stuff like this, where you have to get super creative, like with your split aisle stuff going different directions, different level of belts even. It's really cool. Main bus gone crazy. Wow. That's pretty decent. That's pretty good. Need a tile for the character logistics robot request. Yes, that's something that has been needed for like ever. I think this may be added in 17. I'm not sure though. I don't know why this hasn't been added before now. Like, this is literally one of the most highly demanded and I think needed quality of life things in the game. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Like, this person says when you die and then you go back to pick up your corpse and your request fills, and the bots refill all your inventory before you can get your stuff. So annoying. Burst transmission, SOS. Oh my god. Those are all enemies. That is terrifying, man. Good luck, friend. Alright, guys. That's going to do it for this one. Some really, really great posts. Some funny ones. Really interesting, creative stuff. I love this thing so much. I really, really enjoy looking at things like that. The light thing was super cool. The heavy goose stomp was ridiculous. But I think that's going to do it, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts below, as always. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.